Woo! What's going on, guys? Almost Farm coming at you guys today with another video. And today's video, I'm going to be talking about Detroit Lions. And we just have seemed to have lost another coach. Well, we didn't lose another coach, but we have lost a coach, and that coach is running back coach, Deuce Staley. He is leaving the Detroit Lions, and he is going to join Frank Reich, who just got hired by the Carolina Panthers to be their head coach. And he's joining that squad. That's familiarity right there. They worked together in Philadelphia when Frank Reich was the OC for a couple of years, and brought him over, and he was running backs coach. He coached some assistant special teams, quality control, but mainly a running backs coach. Was there for quite a bit, a long tenure. So the Deuce is loose. He's gone. He's now a Panther. So he was a big part of this Lions' success, I think, for the running game the past couple of years. 2021, it wasn't all that hot. 2022, we kind of bursted onto the scene, and we had a really good running game. And a lot of that goes to Deuce Staley. We saw how Deuce Staley was as a coach. We got to see some guys up close and personal on the Hard Knocks. And we saw that he was a fiery guy, very competitive. Him and Aaron Glenn, our current DC. Who could be a guy that could be on his way out the door too as well. He got a couple interviews, one with the Colts, and I think he had one with the Cardinals. So, we got some guys that are possibly leaving. So we saw how Deuce was though, and on Hard Knocks, fiery, kind of a tough love type of guy. We saw how he was with DeAndre Swift. He wanted to bring out the best in Swift. We saw that. It's not that we didn't think that those two got along. It's just that Deuce would kind of, he would get in his face and he'd be demanding more of him. And it's just the way he was as a player. If you remember Deuce Staley, the way he played, he was a load. He was kind of like a three down back. He wasn't a superstar by any stretch, but he could run between the tackles. He could run right up the gut of a center. And he could catch the ball. I think he had almost 300 receptions as a running back and 5,000 something yards or something like that on the ground as well. So he was kind of an all-purpose back. He was never a phenomenal running back, but that doesn't mean that you're never going to be a good coach. Played for Philly, played for the Pittsburgh Steelers as well. So, and then he started getting into the coaching, and he's been doing it for a while now. Now, he had this, this team in 2022 run the football. We were ranked around 11th rushing the ball, put it at about 128.2 yards per game. We scored a ton of touchdowns on the ground. Jamal Williams is a big part of that, 23 to be exact. So we were doing our thing on the ground, man. This is a running football team. The Detroit Lions were a hard-nosed, gritty team, just kind of set up to run the football. Now, this is going to be a loss, of course, but this is what you want as an organization. This is what you want as a fan base. You don't want to lose coaches all the time. You don't want to just keep replenishing and keep replacing these guys. But this is what good organizations do. Like, this is other coaches come after your coaches. We almost lost Ben Johnson. He's probably going to be going next year. We just lost Deuce Staley, and Aaron, what's his name? Aaron Glenn could possibly be on the way out. That's a whole other video though. Now, he's got familiarity, like I said, with Frank Reich, who was just hired by the Carolina Panthers to be their new head coach. And he's coached with them in the past, so he brought him along. And Deuce Staley, his mom, is not doing very well. Her health is declining. Don't really know the ins and outs of what her situation is, but vibes up to his mom, and he's going back home to be close to his mom. As I think he went to school at South Carolina. Pretty sure he went to school at South Carolina. I think he's from there, and he's going to be close to his mama, man. So, hey, man, if Godspeed. I am not a crazy religious person. I never have been, but for a guy that just lost his mother not too long ago. This kind of stuff, football is put on the back burner. And he's going to stay within the football family, stay with the Carolina Panthers, but he's going to go home. He's going to be with his mama. He's going to take care of his mom too, be close to her. She's obviously not doing well. So hopefully everything works out there. Hopefully he gets to spend some really quality time with his mom. But yeah, this is always going to be a loss. This is always going to be a loss, but I'm pretty confident Detroit Lions will figure this out. Don't really have any, I kind of saw a name, the Pride of Detroit. I think it was Jeremy Reisman. Don't quote me on it. I didn't write the name down because just didn't do it. But I seen it was Pride of Detroit though, so I'm guessing it was Jeremy Reisman. But there were some replacements there, and I'm not going to get into crazy detail about these guys, but there could be some replacements coming on board for the vacant running back room that we have in Detroit. Now, Tanner Engstrand, he was one guy. He's done it before with San Diego back in college, and the XFL with the DC Defenders back in 2020. So he's no stranger to running back coach Tanner Engstrand. Now, he's got some stuff on his table. I don't think he's going to be the tight end coach anymore. We just hired Steve Hayden. He's probably going to be concentrating more on that passing game coordinator. But this is something that he's done in the past. It's not at the NFL level, but this is something that he has done in the past, and he's going to want to put this kind of stuff on his resume too if he wants to eventually become an OC, and it's a good learning point. Then there's Jeff Nixon, running back coach at Carolina. Could they swap? Could they come over here? He worked with Campbell too in Miami back in 2011, 2015. But is he available? Nobody knows if he's available. I don't really know what's going on. He could be just coming on. Deuce could be just coming on because, with his mom and stuff like that. But Jeff Nixon, who knows? He is the current running back coach in Carolina. Hasn't been fired or anything. So could be a replacement. Who knows? Then they got, Georgia running back coach and the run game coordinator, Del McGee. He's developed a ton of running backs through the college ranks, some really good ones. DeAndre Swift is one of them. And he was a former draft pick by the Detroit Lions back in 1996 in the 5th round. Didn't have a long career, but he's a guy that has played in the NFL and drafted by Detroit. And then the last guy, Miami running back coach. I think Miami Hurricanes though. I don't think it's the Dolphins. I think it's the Hurricanes. I could be wrong. I was kind of a little bit sloppy on this video today. But Kevin Smith, if you guys remember Kevin Smith, man, there's another draft pick by the Detroit Lions, 3rd round, 2008. Didn't do much over here. Had a little bit, he had some talent, but he could be a guy that maybe they could be looking at. But if I was to make my guess, I would really hope they go after the Del McGee if he wants to leave the college ranks. He's a very good developer of running backs, very good running back coach. Georgia is it's running back pretty much over there, and he'd be a nice addition. So don't know what's going on. Don't know if they're going to promote within, but we are losing Deuce. The Deuce is loose. Deuce Staley, the fiery coach, man, that everybody kind of started to love on Hard Knocks. He's gone, man. So congratulations. Good luck in Carolina. We'll see what happens there, man. Hopefully your mom's good. And, vibes up, man. Prayers up for you, bro. But that's it, guys. Quick one. Not going to be a really long one. Not going to get into it. But I just, this is news because, it looks like there's some things going on right now with this coaching staff. And teams are looking at our coaching staff, man. And they're getting plucked. It's going to happen when you have a successful year. I know we didn't win the Super Bowl, but we did have a winning season. And then when you have that, man, you get looked at more. And this is what's going to happen with coaches. So, hey, man, Deuce is loose. Congratulations, Deuce. You're a Carolina Panther now. All good, brother. At least you're staying in the cat family. All right, man. All right, so have a good one, guys. Thanks for the video, guys. It was a quick one. I appreciate you guys coming in, and it's a little bit of a late video. I'm not talking that loud, but the whole fam jam sleeping. And I really appreciate it, guys. Don't forget to hit that that subscribe button on the bottom right corner. Hit that notification bell up top on your right, and like, share, comment this out, man. What do you guys feel, man? I feel okay about this, man. You know, Deuce Staley, not easily replaced, but replaceable. Okay, guys. Thanks a lot, guys. I appreciate it. One Pride. Go Lions. Bang.